I do want to say this about the last game we just saw on Antigua Shipyard, and even the game before it. The Idra and Rett are kind of playing old school ZVZ, right?
Yep.
This is a meta game of Zerglings and Banelings and Mutas and Infestors. And still, the Roach is used and played and effective, but like pure Roach styles, which is basically what we just saw, has sort of been figured out. Players are kind of getting away from it. It's interesting to see these guys kind of falling back on that.
And you know, Ben, I think actually that's something what we were talking about earlier today, how we feel that perhaps a player like MMA likes to always attack, attack, attack. I feel that both of these guys feel much more comfortable in a game which is action-packed, where they know mechanics are going to be really important, where they know injecting is really important, where they know reinforcements, micro multitasking is important. I think both these guys rather push themselves and their opponent to the limit than sit back and wait for Infestors to have a lot of energy and sit back and then eventually hope for some good fungals. I feel that both of these guys, they much rather have these action-packed high APM games and really show their mechanics off than sit back and try to get the strategical win or the positioning win with the more Infestors. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Would you agree?
Yeah, I would agree that they would prefer that. But I also have to just kind of raise issue with the fact that maybe they're kind of playing an outdated style. Maybe that's why some of the results that we've been seeing from, you know, it's not, Rett's still playing well. But I mean, this kind of stubbornness, sticking with an old style, it can really be harmful to your overall results in gameplay.
That is true, but I can also understand it, because it's just like either in your nature. You have defensive players, you have passive players. For instance, like a player like Hazuops, I love Hazu, I love watching his style, but I think it's safe to say that he is in general quite a passive player. He feels confident late game, he likes to sit back and get 200 supply, 3-3 upgrades, he feels confident. Player like the Muslim, complete opposite. The Muslim loves to attack, he feels confident when he can push his player around, when he decides the pace of the game, that's what he wants. And the Muslim doesn't feel confident when he has to wait 20 minutes and sit on max armies with 10,000 bank. Like, he doesn't like that. And I think both of these guys are more like the Muslim than they are like Hazuops.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. Pretty similar openings once more out of both these players, and I think we're going to see more of the same, quite frankly. Though Rett is... Okay, no, those are just his first two
little bit of a drone micro.
Oh, that would be so huge if Idra does actually kill a drone. And believe it or not, that's amazing. He is a couple drones behind, and I'm not really sure why. But picking off that one drone helps close that gap a little.
Gets the scout off once more, can check the extractor, sees the spawning pool. Idra. Idra's speed is quite a bit later.
Yeah, his gas was a lot later than Rett's. Just relying on a mineral-only income for a bit longer, establishing that early game, getting those queens out. Means he will have the later speed, but that's fine if he's going to be the defending player, as he was on Antigua.
Well, so far Ben Rett is just producing drones. We see another Overlord in production, so he won't be supply block for too long. Doesn't have that much money and lava to spend anyway now, so that minus supply block is no big deal. Idra's getting a supply his additional Overlord as well, so no 44 supply block this game, Ben.
Such a great scout from Idra. He just stays alive so long. This queen will probably poke that. Well, actually, Zergling's going to chomp and kill that scout, but Idra saw everything. Let me just confirm. Didn't see the baneling nest, actually. So that could be a problem. Though it's probably not going to be a big one, as Idra's getting the baneling nest of his own. He's got some units out. No spine crawler. He's skipped his spine crawler every single game.
I think this being dual side, Ben, I think it's very likely that we're going to see quite a bit of aggression from, at least from Idra.
Yeah, he's making a ton of lings right now, and Rett's the one that's droning, so Idra's going to try to...
Wow, super big detonations. I have no idea where those two banelings came from, Ben. But two banelings of Rett just blew up 5, 6, 7 drones from Idra. I guess he hid the Zergling somewhere over here.
Oh, wow.
And that's so big.
That is big, but what is also important is the fact that the unit count right now is heavily in favor of Idra. Rett's going to need some huge baneling detonations. Oh, Idra, huge connections there. Manages to take out...
Baneling.
God, so close. Okay, so potentially game ending there. Idra's going to try to take out this spine crawler and see if he can get a couple of drone kills.
Drones of early HP. Idra will get 6, 7, 8 drones as well. Might even be able to pick off one queen. Wow, what just happened, man?
Just a lot of trades there, some miss micro on both sides, and the result is Rett with a small lead. Well, 5 drone lead is more than a small lead. It's a pretty big lead. Idra will run up once more into the main base
and he just
see
saw
the Roach Warren.
Yeah, not just that, but he also saw the sick amount of Zerglings that Rett still has out on the map. And we take a look. Well, Idra has quite a few lings on its own. So
Runs into the army of Rett. It's got to be very careful, and we're going to need some great micro. And we're going to go. Rett pulls back at the last possible second.
Rett's going to try to make something happen. He has to be careful.
You are playing with fire right now, and Rett actually cancels.
I love Greg. I love Greg for doing stuff like that.
And even manages to kill the baneling. We actually missed that shot, but the one baneling that Rett allowed to morph, Idra does end up killing. Right now, Rett has a substantial lead, 37 drones to 26, so very difficult position for Idra to be in. He's not ahead in any way. He's got fewer Zerglings, fewer banelings, and a smaller economy, while Rett is already transitioning up to Roach and getting his 3rd base, so Idra's in a lot of trouble.
He's right. He's
huge amount of trouble.
He's done in work, he's pretty much done in everything. Small baneling detonation over there. 2
banelings for 2 Zerglings.
Okay, so pretty good. Trade once more for Rett. Rett's gonna try to do the same thing once more. 2 Zerglings for a baneling.
Idra's first Roaches are out, and again Rett making great trades, and now he's got his own banelings coming into the fight. Idra has Roaches though. And he's going to focus down these banelings.
Yeah, that was well done by Idra, but he needs a couple of those trades more because he just ended up losing quite a few banelings, and he's been down economically all along.
Yeah, production tab shows a couple of drones for Idra, but mostly units. Rett's also producing a lot of Roaches. Idra is going to take a shot at this 3rd base, and Rett does have enough units out and should be able to deny this.
Yep, certainly the Roach is coming in as well, so he should be fine. Maybe if Rett would, Idra was just gone for it straight away, but it doesn't matter.
Feels like he's too far behind. It was a very, very tough spot to be in. GG comes out, and Rett takes the series 2-1. It was a great action-packed series.
That last game, man, what happened a few times over there?
Yeah, I didn't see the detonation on the ramp. It was drones, you said.
Yeah, it was like 7 drones, like 2 banelings. Actually, maybe we can just take another look at it, man, because we have quite some time anyway today. So I want to see that once more, because I mean, we talk a lot about strategies. We always try to keep it entertaining, and sometimes you miss like 2 little red Zerglings running across the map. Kind of wonder where they came from. Obviously, Idra did see them coming, but he put all his drones on hold position because he was worried about Zerglings entering the main base, and then 2 banelings blew up everything.
Ouch. That was a painful loss. We're just speeding through the oh, there it was.
Yeah.
Oh, that was from the
instant replay.
The instant replay function.
I'm going to check it out one more time on my screen as well, guys. Anyway, Ben, bottom line is Rett takes a very important victory. Rett right now 4-3 in his division. Idra is 2-5.
Yeah, which could be very, very bad for his hopes of being in the league next season. So we don't, of course, know what the final result's going to be. Bottom, however many players will not participate in Season 4.
Maybe we could switch over to my screen once more, production crew. Is that possible? Would be very awesome, so I can show the people at home what I did not catch in-game.
And
there we go. You can see the 2 Zerglings over here from Rett, more from behind the
Let's look at the income tab just to see how close this game actually is. It's so...
It's completely even on this moment.
The worker count is almost exactly the same.
But look at this, man. Look at Idra's vision.
Yeah, just outside, Rett being sneaky. It's actually a small gamble to do something like this, morphing these 2 banelings, but Idra just misses it, and for whatever reason, controls it poorly. Every single drone in the natural ends up dying.
If he would have just been mining, this would have probably been better for Idra than it turned out eventually.
He would have lost 4 maybe, not 8. Really, really painful loss there, and of course that's what instigated Idra to become the aggressor. And then when he realized that he wasn't going to be able to deny Rett's attempt at getting that 3rd up, he tapped out. So well played by Rett. Poor result for Idra, and makes his league standings very, very dim. But that's the way it goes sometimes.